What's up everybody, it's Charles, and today I want to share a mod with you that not only is a pretty cool and unique mod, but it also solves a problem. A big issue on the Mark IV B5 generation cars is the instrument cluster fading when it gets hot. What happens is a solder point gets weak where this little screen attaches and it begins to fade this MFI display. Pretty minor thing, but it's something that you do look at quite often and can get rather frustrating to not see this information. I found a solution. I sent my instrument cluster off to my buddy Matt, who does repairs on the screen. And what he does is, there's tons of options really. What he does is he basically takes the old screen out, solders a new one in. I just got the box. I'm gonna open it up. We're gonna check it out and see how it looks, and then install it and do a full test drive on it. You guys are gonna see it before I do. I haven't even opened it yet. She doesn't look all that much different, does she? Something I noticed right away is this port in the back. This is gonna allow me to change the information that I see on the screen. He also included a cable to plug in with that, so we'll install this at the back of the cluster, and of course, signature gummy bears. Removing and installing the cluster, super easy. Behind this piece of trim right here is just 2 screws and then 2 connectors. I also have our wire attached. Start by feeding our USB cable down. Go ahead and do our green connector first. Our blue connector next. Continue to feed our USB cable back. Push our instrument cluster into place. Put our 2 T20s back in. Once our T20s are in, we'll go ahead and pop our trim cover back on. All right, now that we have the cluster installed, let's go through some of the menus that we have available. You'll notice we have some temperature readings, our battery voltage, ambient temperature, even a gear selector. It uses an algorithm, vehicle speed, and load to identify what gear you're in. And guys, it's super accurate. We can scroll through and have a lot of the same settings that our properly working MFI had before. We also have things like engine torque, which is pretty cool. When we go one step deeper into the menus, we can do all kinds of different things. We have our trip data. If we add an oil level sender to the oil pan, we can even monitor our oil level. Engine torque, of course, vehicle has to be running to use those 2 features. Change all our settings, including the color of the display, which is pretty awesome. We can also change which car we use for our door ajar, but we're gonna leave it as the right thing. Several different startup logos. We're gonna keep the R32 one, of course. One of the coolest things I think about this is our diagnostics setting. We can actually go in, read measured value blocks, check and clear engine faults, all monitored on this screen from our wiper stock, which is absolutely crazy. Never did I think that you'd be able to do this kind of stuff right from your instrument cluster. Any warning messages pops up. We of course can change our language, units, screensaver, engine information here. Can also deal in firmware. We're not gonna mess with that today. And we've even added a service reminder, which is really awesome. We also have the radio selection up here at the top. Guys, this is probably one of my favorite mods I've done to this car so far. It's subtle, it's unique, it's cool, it still has that OEM Plus feel to it, but it also solves a problem that I was having, which is very, very cool and definitely justifies the cost. When it comes to cost, the price varies. You can really go deep and customize your cluster or your Climatronic unit many, many ways. So I'll link up all Matt's information down below in the description. Check that out. We'll also be doing the Passat as well because it has the same exact problem. So big ups to Clusters by Litke. Thanks for having a solution to a very annoying problem, dude. Really appreciate it. Turnaround time was about 3 days, 4 days. Mine was over the weekend, so it was a little bit longer. But again, big ups to Matt. Guys, if you have questions, comments, drop them down below. You like the video, hit that thumbs up button. Check out Matt's page over on Facebook. Again, links down in the description. Guys, thanks for watching, and I will talk to you again next time.